Welcome to kusum.net. This is ASP.NET MVC tutorial and you are watching part 70 Authorize and Allow Anonymous Action Filters in MVC. Before watching this video, please watch my previous parts Action Selectors, what is the use of non-action attributes and action filters in MVC, which is I was explained in part 69. So let's start. In this session we will learn part 70 authorize and allow anonymous action filters in MVC. A few action filters among that. Okay, so here you can see I have created these filters authorize and allow anonymous to access the method. Okay, you can give it the authorize attribute, you can give to all the control or you can define on the method. And allow anonymous is useful to give the permissions to the method. If authorized attribute given, then also you can allow the method permissions using allow anonymous filter, right? So authorized attribute in ASP.NET MVC by default, all the controller action methods are accessible to both anonymous and authorized authenticated users. Okay, by default it is activated. If you want action methods to be available only for authenticated and authorized users, then use authorized attributes. Okay. If you define this authorized attribute on the top of the controller, then only the authorized persons or authenticated persons can be access these files. Okay, or these controls. So allow anonymous attribute is used to skip authorization enforced by authorized attribute. The allow anonymous attribute is useful to access the methods if already given authorized attribute to controller. Then even though if you want to fetch the records or if you want to allow the permissions of the method, you can use allow anonymous. This allow anonymous will break this authorized permissions and directly get the permissions and display the methods. Okay, and to run these attributes or filters you need IIS. Okay, in the IIS you have to create the permissions for allow anonymous enabled, authentic anonymous authentication enabled, and Windows Forms authentication enabled. Okay, let's flip to the Visual Studio and check now. Here is this is my application. I will create one controller for it. Add controller, give it the name default controller, right? Inside of that I will create two methods. Suppose my first method name is secure method and another one is non secure method, right? Now create the pages for this secure method and non secure method. Click on the method, add view, and add the view. Same like that for non secure method. Add view and create non-secure method page. So the title is here, so we can easily check the pages either this is secure method page or non-secure method page, right? Okay, now I want to use that authorize filter. Okay, So if I want to permit this authorized attribute for all this controller, then I will write here authorize, and if you want to give access only for this methods, then authorize attribute I will be display here. Okay, but before using this authorize and anonymous filter, we have to permission or start a local IIS. Okay, for that what I will do, I will write in the run inet manager. This inet manager will give us the permission to use these filters, right? This IIS is open now. Click on this. You can see here this application pool contains this default website. Okay, but we have to give permission to this our web application 5 project. Okay, so what I will do, I will right click on this and add the application, suppose web f5. Okay, for our application project name, and the path of this project, the root directory of this project is kusum.net and web application 5. Okay, okay, so the project is now added inside of IIS. Okay, and we'll give the permission to this project to allow the filters. So edit permissions, and inside of security for these users already have given permissions, and resources sharing. You can see here I have given already the permissions to this authenticator users and for the users also. Okay, this checkbox allowed, so it's okay. And let's see which is our web app 5 or web application 5. This one, web application 5. And now check about the permissions of right. Click on this web application 5 project and click on this authentication. You can see here anonymous authentication is enabled, right? We want this, and forms authentication also enabled. If you want to disable, click on this and disable, but we want this Windows Forms authentication to be enabled, and this anonymous authentication is enabled, so it's okay. So let's leave it. Okay, and we will run the project in the local host. So go to the Google Chrome browser. Don't start your program from Visual Studio, just from browser. Write the localhost. Okay, like this, localhost, and the web project name web application 5. Default is my controller name, and the method name is non-secure method. Okay, presently on the non-secure method I have not given any filters. Okay, and this authorize filter is using for all the controller. So this both two methods will also need the authorization. You can see here, run the project. Without authentication, it doesn't give the permission because I have added the filter on the controller, top of the controller, right? So you can see here for secure method, it is asking login credentials. Same for non-secure method, default controller name and non-secure method. It is asking also the login credentials for non-secure method. Why? Because this authorized attribute is given on the top of the controller. Okay. Now, if I want to allow this non-secure method without authorized attribute, then what I will give? I will apply the attribute allow anonymous. Okay. So without any authorizing, it will open this non-secure method page. Okay. So after applying, you must have to save it, build the project again, then only changes can be applied. Okay. Non-secure method. Let's go login to the browser. Localhost and non-secure method will be work. Now the page will be displayed without any authorization because we have applied non-anonymous here. But this secure method will ask login credentials. Let's check it. Okay. The secure method is asking login credentials. Why? Because we have not applied the anonymous attribute here. If I apply here the same allow anonymous, then the secure method will also run without asking any credentials, login credentials, right? Let's check. First build the project. Okay. Secure method have to run because I have applied allow anonymous filter. Default and secure method, right? It will display the page without login credentials, right? Right. The secure method page also display and non-secure also because both have allow anonymous. So my purpose to explain about these two attributes authorize and allow anonymous is completed here. Thank you for listening my video, and if you like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe it. Thank you. Have a great day.